This is the all-conquering Lagoon 46, and she is all about effortless blue water cruising, innovative functional design, and oodles and oodles and oodles of space. The multi-hull group have invited us down today to show you this amazing catamaran. I'm really excited to show you, and I've been told by TMG that this actually is hull number 500. And why is that significant? Well, that means it's the 500th of these that have left the factory, the Lagoon factory in France, in just under 4 years. And the global demand for these catamarans is so large, if it stays on track, it will easily be the most successful cruising vessel of all time, which is quite remarkable. The one we're going to show you today has the 3 cabin layout, which means you're going to see an amazing master cabin. We'll show you that in a minute, but let's start here on the aft deck. And we've got a swim ladder to starboard, and this is an option, which is a high-low platform. Now, as you can see, one of those sides we've turned up so you can see the chocks for the tender, and you can do the same on this side. So that means you can lower your tender, your dinghy, into the water, and when that's not in use, you can fold those out, and it's a very handy, practical swim platform, which is fantastic. And as we move forward into the aft cockpit proper, what we see is an enormous entertaining space, and this is one of 4 social spaces on board, and this will easily cater for 8 people. And there's a lot of very innovative and clever things which Lagoon have done here. You can see in front of me here that there's a table which of course extends out, which means this can easily cater for, you know, I would say 8 comfortably, but you might have more people than that. And this bench here in front of me is actually on a small track. So at the moment, where it is now, it gives us access up those steps onto the port side decks. But what you can do, there is a button here, and it will actually slide all the way back. And then what that gives you, of course, is extra seating for the dining table there. Just one of the many clever things that they've done with the 46. Over here, there's storage underneath this lounge. Here, we've got 2 storage areas. One here, we've got our chamois. We've been just cleaning down the boat, and there's a fridge here. One thing you'll find with the Lagoon 46, there is no shortage at all of refrigeration on board. It's fantastic. In front of me, we have a bin, which of course is very handy. We've got a large ice chest, which is perfect for when you're entertaining. That's got a drain, of course, so all of the water will drain away. And here we've got a locker for gas bottle. So very functional, very practical to have that outside, easy to replace when you need to fill up the gas for the kitchen. Of course, we're well shaded under the hard top that extends all the way to the back of the 46. There's the speakers dotted around, and this is a very, what you'd expect to be a very comfortable, very large, very beamy space for a 46-foot catamaran, and it's just a fantastic place to sit here and enjoy. There's a lot to show you. Let's move inside to one of the second social spaces, which is the Salon. And in here, first thing we'll see is the galley. And one of the things I like most about the layout here is the connection to the outside. That window slides open and close, so that's perfect for handing food through, great for entertaining. I mentioned a lot of refrigeration, so we've got one freezer there in front of us, and then further over here we've got 2 fridge drawers, so a lot of refrigeration when you include the one outside. So if you are intending to go away cruising for a number of days or weeks, you are well and truly going to be catered for here. Sink, of course, convection microwave, a 3 gas burner hob, and a conventional oven there. So really, in terms of galley and food preparation and entertaining, everything that a chef would need on the water is here. If I spin around, there's a very nice, neat navigation space here. We've got the Raymarine display here. There's a little pop-up space here to put, you know, wherever you might have some charts or books or writing instruments, what have you. A little light, and then VHF radio and everything over here as well. One thing worth mentioning is that this finish, which is a very nice textural finish, is an upgrade that this 46 has been fitted with. Of course, it's fully air conditioned in here. It's a very warm day today where I am in Sydney, but it's lovely and cool inside, which of course you want if you're cruising for an extended period of time. We've got the dining table and seating there comfortably, I'd say for 8 people, no problem. There's a flat screen TV there on a swivel, and plenty of places for you to store books, games, anything that you might want to take away with you when you're out. And isn't this fantastic? I love it when you see these. There's a little scale model of the 46. Isn't that fantastic? Wouldn't you love to own one of these and have that somewhere at home, in your office perhaps? Fantastic. Okay, a lot to show you. I did mention that this is the 3 cabin 3 head layout with a massive owner's cabin. But let's move to take a look at the 2 guest cabins, which are a very nice size and very well appointed. We've got some storage as we move forward. In fact, one of the features of the Lagoon 46 is the amount of storage. If I swivel around, you can see in this cabin there's a very large hanging locker. There's more storage under here. I won't open all of them because we'd be here all day, but it is a very nice, spacious guest cabin. Lots of natural light, lots of ventilation, more storage. The storage never ends. A little pull-out bin. We've got places to plug in, charge phones, all that sort of stuff. Reading lights, of course, fully air conditioned, fan, nice double-sized bed. And the thing that I like is the amount of access that you've got up the sides of these berths. And they've made sure with the design of this boat that that's exactly what you get. Nothing worse than being shoehorned into a berth in a catamaran. More storage underneath your bed. This fantastic mood lighting. Really nice guest cabin. And that's mirrored. Oh, and we should mention, almost walked right past it, this of course has its own ensuite with plenty of storage, a full enclosed shower with shower wand, nicely finished, more storage underneath, which looks like that. Very comfortable ensuite. What I was going to say is that that's mirrored on this side with another double. Same finish, same size, lots and lots of natural light, ventilation. We've got these hatches here, an opening window there, and again its own, whoops, I'll come in from this side, its own ensuite, enclosed shower, storage. There's plenty of storage behind the, or maybe there's not on this. Oh, there it is, it slides. Oh dear, there you go. Storage behind the mirror. So as I said, no shortage of of storage on board. The same mood lighting, the same pull-out storage beneath the double bed. Fantastic, very, very comfortable. What you're probably most interested in seeing though is, well, if that's what 2 berths look like, what is this master cabin going to look like, which runs the whole length of the hull? Well, hold your breath, because here it is. I'm going to stand back at the midway point and just let you take that in. Isn't that spectacular? Isn't that spectacular? Can you imagine being the owner or a lucky guest having this cabin to all yourself? You've got drawers here, space here for maybe magazines or books or any personal effects. A large hanging locker. There is just so much space on this boat, it's incredible. And for privacy, I really love that effect that you can slide that across, which now gives you even more storage and places there. It also, there's access here into some of the service areas, which is really convenient and well designed. But there is so much space. I'm sitting on the end of the bed, and have a look at what's in front of me. There's a settee, which is incredible. What a great place to start your morning, pop your shoes on, get dressed. There's a little writing bureau here with little pop-up section here. You might have personal effects or books, what have you. There's a television there. I mean, it's endless, this cabin. More access to service areas through here, and as I said, mountains and mountains of storage. I could spend all day opening drawers, which I won't do. What this has, which you won't find on a lot of catamarans, is a separate water closet for the toilet with storage, so similar to the guest cabins in terms of size, of course excluding the shower, but that is separate to the full ensuite. That's incredible. So if you're sailing with another person and they want to have a shower and you want to be using the bathroom, the toilet, you can do that. Let's have a look at that. More storage. A little pop-up space there that could be for makeup or what have you. Another locker. It just really is endless, and something that you might not have expected, but the air ventilation might give it away. A washer dryer. It really does have everything. It really does have everything. What an incredible owner's cabin. Geez, you could be very, very comfortable here for many, many days. And many owners do use these 46s. Many take delivery from the Lagoon factory in France, sail around the Med. What a time you'd have. Just incredible. Just incredible. All right, well, we're not even halfway. There's so much to show you. Let's move out of the saloon and let's move up to the flybridge. Now, flybridges on catamarans is a relatively new thing, and Lagoon were the first company to, in fact, add a flybridge. And what it does, of course, is gives you a number of things. The first thing it gives you is this additional enormous social space, where we've got here seating, lounging for, I would say, comfortably 3 people, possibly 4. You've got these areas here where you can sit next to the person skippering the boat. little backrest here can ratchet up so that it's also a seat like this. But having a flybridge where your helm is positioned, of course, gives you this fantastic aspect over the bow of the boat. You can imagine yourself standing here, skippering away, underway. I mean, fantastic. We've got the weather covers on just on the front here this morning. You can actually have those extend all the way around the flybridge and fully enclose it if you wish. If you want to do that, you can do that. Today we're obviously not doing that, it's a beautiful day. But let's talk about some of the clever design features that make sailing this boat extremely easy and convenient. All of the winches are easily accessible. Just off to the left here, they're all electric, so there's no grunting and sweating operating manual winches, of course, none of that. You can see one of the speakers here. Ahead of me you can see we've got our Raymarine multifunction display, easy for plotting, navigation, etc. We've got the twin engine controls. We'll get to those towards the end when you do need to use the engines. You can control those from here. But all in all, a very, very easy boat to sail. Worth mentioning is the mast. Now, the mast on a catamaran would normally be positioned 4, 5 or 6 feet forward from where we are here, and it's been positioned further back. That helps with weight distribution, which is obviously good. What it also does, it has the effect of shortening the boom, which is an advantage when, of course, the boat's tacking, moving around. You'll have a much longer boom swinging around, so that's a nice thing for people on board. And it also has the effect with this mast position of giving you a more higher aspect mainsail. And all in all, these things add up to an easier sailing experience. And Joe from TMG tells me that many owners of the Lagoon 46 are novice sailors who can easily operate this fantastic catamaran. Just spectacular, just spectacular. Let's move a little further down and we'll move out to the forward cockpit. These are, of course, the hatches that we see in those guest cabins, and it's the same on the other side. And let's spin around and take a look at the forward cockpit. Again, another fantastic social space where you and your family or friends can come up here either at anchor or when you're underway. And what an aspect this might be. You know, maybe you want to jump on the netting there and watch the water rush under the bows. But what a fantastic space this is. And if I spin around, you'll notice that the window behind me opens, so it's great for communication with people who might be inside, or if somebody wants to pass you a drink, you don't have to go all the way around back into the salon from the back. You can do that from the front. And what it also means, of course, is with that other window at the aft open, you get a lot of natural air movement through the boat, so that is very, very handy. We've got two pulpit seats. These are great if you want to sit up the back here and have a Titanic moment stretched out, feel like the king of the world. Great spot to look out for dolphins. But as I move back, you just get the most spectacular view of this catamaran. Look at the beam, just a magnificent piece of kit. One more thing to show you is these lockers. I'll just spin this one open, these are very, very large storage lockers where you can put all sorts of things. You can pop sails under there, you know, fenders, you know, whatever it might be. There's ample space in those lockers, and they are absolutely cavernous. So they really have thought of everything, every practicality, every convenience, everything an owner would need for comfortable, easy sailing. They have delivered it. Okay, so let's move back to the back aft cockpit. A couple of other things to show you. I did mention engines. So this particular boat that we're looking at today has the twin 57 horsepower Yanmars. Now, this isn't, of course, a speedboat. It's designed for sailing, cruising, but that will give you, you know, around about 8-9 knots when you need assistance through those motors. So we'll just close that hatch back up. So we've seen the Salon, both aft cockpits, forward cockpits. We've seen the fly deck, the Salon, all the cabins, the galley. We've just about seen it all. So that's the amazing Lagoon 46. It's been an absolute thrill to do this yacht tour with you today, and I think I've fallen in love with the little model over my shoulder here. A huge thank you to TMG, the multi-hull group, for giving us access today and taking you along with us. All of the details for people who are interested in owning one of these are available in the description of the video. If you live in Australia, get in contact with the TMG guys and they'll sort you out. But I think that's it. I hope you've enjoyed that tour. I've had a heap of fun making it today, and I will see you next week on the next one. Bye for now.